Superheroes wear capes, and data center engineers have gray hair with ponytails. Stereotypes are probably one of our greatest inhibitors to change, and without change, there will be no transformation. The data center has always been the holy grail of an organization's productivity. However, the past decade has seen the CIO's responsibilities have been extended from the back office enablement support to the front end of business value differentiation. With the burst of cloud computing, and now a need for data-driven decisions, real-time monitoring, and the introduction of an omni-channel engagement model, CIOs are now at the forefront of driving digital transformation. To drive change, a partner that understands the future-fit data centers. Whilst I cannot change hairstyles, I do believe in superheroes, the Marvins of change. My name is Adesh Baboolal, and I work for Kyndryl, the heart of progress. Organizations today face an increasing need to innovate and adapt to meet the rapidly changing business needs and market demands. Digital transformation is no longer a choice, it is a fundamental business strategy to leverage the changes and opportunities in the marketplace. Digital transformation increases IT complexities due to hyperconvergence of environments, including on-prem, legacy, private cloud, public cloud, co-location, and heterogeneity of platforms and interfaces. As most executives will attest, dynamic business requirements and increasing complexity can put tremendous strain on data centers and IT leaders to reevaluate their data center strategy to realign to their business goals. But do organizations really struggle to create data center resources that drive innovation rather than act as barriers to change? Building an adaptive data center strategy that can respond to the future capacity and availability needs, as well as technology changes, requires skills, experience, and enabling tools. Any misstep or incorrect decisions along the way can lead to unplanned downtime, increased risk of cyber attacks, and subpar implementations of the digital transformation initiatives. Let's take the guesswork out of three essential topics: the bold IT imperative, hybrid multi-cloud data center services delivered by Kyndryl. Why Kyndryl data center services? Data centers have ironically become the epicenter of business performance. The future of the data center has never been more important. Cloud computing has further exacerbated the on-demand availability for infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, and the list goes on. With the introduction of key hyperscalers and smaller niche industry players, CIOs of the future will need to consider the cost of skills repurposing whilst meeting the demands of business. As Kyndryl, our approach is consulting-led, considering business demand planning whilst balancing the impact of governance, risk, and business operations. Defining an organization's strategy and success factors are key in the execution of business requirements. The Kyndryl engagement model moves beyond strategy, but also looking at the future fit infrastructure requirements. The data center consulting service provides strategic advice and insights through the assessment of the IT facility environment to facilitate decision-making for achieving a highly resilient, energy efficient, and optimized data center. It provides advisory on three bespoke offerings. The data center alignment considers strategic benchmark against the data center leader industry quadrants. Our strive to adopt standards and align to the Uptime Institute. To understand your financial goals, we explore the financial options and analysis between CapEx, OpEx, and the options including on-prem and co-location of the data center. In our second offering, what we look at is the data center assessment. We conduct data center resiliency status quo assessments and the capacity gap analysis, the data center infrastructure audit, power, cooling, and safety requirements. Kyndryl will perform a detailed study of the data center drawings, data sheet, and requirements to assess the facility support systems to provide the recommendation for achieving a high level of facility systems reliability and the consideration for future growth. At the end of the process, we provide cost estimates, and the cost remediation or enhancements to the existing data centers to a desired level of reliability consistent with the mission of the IT organization. Data center design and site engineering services. Kyndryl have designed over 30 million square feet of data center footprint. Kyndryl's deep domain knowledge and expertise in the design of data centers for any power cabinet density. Our design considers both the long-term business benefits and ecological footprint. We are committed to building facilities that are both cost-effective and commercially competitive. In addition, we are able to provide in-depth expertise in the areas of modular data center services. Our services help you provide a leaner, more resilient, and more flexible infrastructure. This can bolster and deliver business value and address risks and opportunities whilst allowing you to remain always on based on the customer's IT requirements. Finally, the relocation of IT discovery services helps you discover your IT environment and develop methods and risks on profiles, expense estimates for relocating data applications, IT equipment, data centers from one data center to another. So, what are the benefits of the future for data centers, you may ask? Flexible racking, power density options based upon your business requirements to support a new technology footprint, cloud ready to enable the infrastructure readiness for enhanced flexibility, rapid deployment with plug-and-play models which provide predictable operations. We look at state-of-the-art DC health, data center health, monitoring controls, and with the data center security access and fire suppression systems, managing through a single pane of glass and lowering the total cost of ownership. Hybrid cloud of the future will consider the orchestration between the on-prem and multi-cloud platforms. Orchestration layer tooling and cloud brokerage cannot be done in isolation without the current infrastructure, operating systems, middleware, applications, storage, and networking. Businesses require speed, low latency, and services on demand. A consolidation of the data center infrastructure must be initiated. This results in direct cost savings to the business, reduced CapEx spend on infrastructure, reduced licensing costs, reduced hosting costs within a data center, reduction within vendor support and maintenance, skills and human capital repurposing due to organizational redesign. Consolidation of infrastructure provides the CIO with a reduced footprint to enable enhanced business performance. But the challenges of administrative overheads remain the same. At Kyndryl, we partner with organizations like yours by taking over the burden of administrative overheads and moving them into an OpEx-based model. Infrastructure take-on. We can engage with your licensing providers and determine the best program based upon Kyndryl's global vendor alliance partner ecosystem. With Kyndryl scale and global footprint, the ability to deal structure that provides you with a predictable outcome-based billing model over the contract term. At Kyndryl, people are at the heart of our business. We are able to take on people and service providers, who are currently delivering services on critical infrastructure and augment them into a model. Our team of transition experts will also seamlessly take on, whilst ensuring that all labor legislative matters as well as governance issues are actually managed through the take-on process. Our objective is to provide a career path and layers of specialization within our business that benefits you as a customer. Kyndryl's global footprint allows us to provide a consistent service offering worldwide over multiple geographies. So whether your data centers in one city or over multiple countries, our service management layer is able to provide a consistent offering across all regions. In the era of cloud, IoT, digital, and social media, and data centers have transformed from being cost centers to the nerve centers of how we see enterprises today. As the result, managing a data center operations is one of the key functions for enterprises worldwide. Data centers have become more sophisticated. Operations management complexity have increased exponentially. A lack of skills resources and in the inability to optimize equipment performance and manage capacities. This leads to bottlenecks, in terms of meeting availability requirements, efficiency, and compliance goals. Conventional data center management tools are no longer sufficient. To be operationally and economically viable, data centers must implement artificial intelligence, machine learning, and this is where the data center advisor with Watson comes into play. It's a game changer. It empowers the data center operators with operational insights to reduce the turnaround times. The salient features of our data center which advisor with Watson actually includes predictive analytics on failure of degraded performance. We are able to look at operational anomaly detection, prescriptive equipment maintenance, descriptive analytical with historical data. Our DCAW also includes a comprehensive dashboard that also provides information, right, on all events, prediction, anomalies, early warnings, right, from both IT, data center facility, and the infrastructure. The dashboard provides a single pane of glass view with all data center sites within the organization from one single console. Solution architecture. The architecture for both cloud and on-prem versions encompass into the core platform services and the application level components to facilitate the needs across 4 major layers. That is data collection, data aggregation, the analytics layer, and the visualization layer. Many organizations don't have a complete understanding of the business applications that reside on the server, infrastructure, or the dependencies between the applications. Traditional IT discovery methods employ outdated manual processes, right, and increase the risk and the mitigation, right, and fail to provide an accurate picture of the IT environment. Kyndryl's cloud resiliency, right, IT and discovery processes also start to look at the logical dependency mapping, a patented tool, right, which we refer to as ALDM, right, developed in conjunction with IBM, right, results in additional intellectual properties and methods that map business applications environment. This helps us plan the data center migrations from a business applications perspective and ensure that the DR environments are properly configured to support the required business applications. Whilst the benefits of these tools actually start to mitigate, right, risks and controls within the consolidations and migrations, encrypted security, as well as rich communications, bulk uploads for tape archives, and downloads for resiliency and application discovery toolsets. And lastly, let's talk about why Kyndryl. Right, Kyndryl has a deep expertise in designing, running, managing the most efficient, reliable technology infrastructure that the world depends on every day. We are deeply committed, right, to the critical infrastructure that powers human progress. We are building on our foundation of excellence by creating systems in new ways, bringing the right partners, investing in business, and working side by side with our customers to unlock. Why not give us a non-obligation call and let's discuss your data center of the future? Thank you.